look like me on the ground, from staff to ball kids to players, and definitely no coaches. And one of the first people to come up and was like, "Hey, welcome," was Venus Williams and her sister Isha. So that took the anxiety off of being a black person wearing all white in a crowd that was all white. So thank you and welcome. So Venus, how do you like Chicago? She's come to Chicago several times, and everyone who has come here, she hasn't had a lot of time to spend here and go out, but everyone's come back. I've told them, you cannot Uber eat in Chicago. We've been Uber eating in Bubbles for the past year and a half, and I'm like, I cannot let you Uber eat. So a couple of days ago, we got her in ABBA, and from your Instagram, it looked like you had a good time. So how was it? How was ABBA?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. To have this opportunity to play. I haven't played a match since Wimbledon, so I was really looking to have some matches before the Open, and so thanks for having me. And also, I'm so happy to be in the city. The longest I've spent here was when I was like 17, when they had the women's tournament here. And since that time, I was always in and out. I would fly in at night, do something in the morning, and fly right out. So I never had a lot of time here, but now we're staying like right by the lakefront, and I saw the fireworks. And yesterday we walked by the planetarium, and all the food that I can't have, at least I get to look at. And my coach is eating deep dish in front of me, and I'm dying. But no, I love it here, and this is so beautiful, and the tournament is so fantastic, and it's great to see women's tennis here, and also to see all the kids too. We met a lot of them already, but not as many as I should have, but yeah.
Thank you. So at this point in your career, you're now like tennis player / businesswoman. One of your companies is a company named Sutra, who's one of our sponsors here. I always joke with you the other day, I was like, girl, you got like 10 jobs now. So tell these business people in here about your other ventures. Maybe they want to get in.
I have some Jamaican roots. But yeah, Sutra is based right here in Chicago, and it's products for, self-care, which is so important. I think we found out in the last year or two that you really have to take care of yourself, or it could be bad. So I love the Sutra, all natural, well priced, and it's just been a blast being a part of that. And also it makes me grateful to be on the court too, because I love what I do there, and being able to combine all of that. So I saw Sutra is also, one of the sponsors here, so it's exciting to combine it.
And then V-Star Interiors.
Yeah, we did some work here actually at Midtown in Chicago. So the Midtown Racket Club, which was cool because in 1997 I warmed up there to play matches, and so to get to actually work on that club was awesome. And V-Star, we do interiors, and I love design, and that's where I passed by the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. No, I went in Fort Lauderdale, but Chicago, and it was gorgeous. And I was like, I wish my mom would have let me go to this school, but she told me I had to stay home. I get to go out now, though.
So when we build our hotel across the street, V-Star Interiors is gonna.
Wow. We're in.
There it is. So after booking 1,600 room nights at the Swiss Hotel, I was like, we should build our own hotel. Designed by Venus.
I like that.
I need a commitment right now. Yes. In. All right. So now for my commentary days, I've learned to put together questions. So one of my biggest disappointments with the sport is that every week there's 32, 64, or 128 players in the draw. And we normally only get to hear one person speak. And so we never really get to know everybody else that may have lost in the first round, second, third round of 16. So I've come up with some questions for us to help to get to know Venus based on my experience on the tour. So the first one is breakfast at Wimbledon or breakfast in Asia?
Breakfast, chicken and waffles.
That sounds like breakfast in Atlanta.
Roscoe's in LA.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Roof
Wait
open.
a minute, but practice at Wimbledon would be a smarter choice. It means you're in the finals, right?
Yeah.
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon. So roof open or closed?
I don't care, as long as I'm winning.
All right. Hotel or Airbnb?
Hotel, I don't want to clean up.
Okay. Team dinner or eat solo?
Drinks.
Now get yourself in trouble with this one. Early practice or sleep in?
Gosh, sleep in. Sleep in.
Venus has been known to sneak out to a nightclub every now and then.
Yeah. But I'm always on site earlier than most players, to be honest. I don't sleep in, but I'd rather.
Eric, where are you? Sleep in.
Oh, the guy's up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gatorade or Powerade?
I make my own mix because I don't like the chemicals and all that stuff. But if I had drank too much Gatorade,
Okay.
my own mix doesn't work out. I guy that has a Gatorade.
Bars or bananas?
Bars.
I hate bananas too.
Yeah.
Live ball or basket feeding? Live ball or baskets? Practice.
My dad loves a basket. So he always calls the shots at practice still at home. Yeah. So live ball though.
All right. So now tell us about the movie. You've got a movie coming out, King Richard, speaking of your father.
Have you guys seen that preview? When I saw it, I got chills. I was like, oh my God. And I was there. I actually lived it. And so even to like see it gave me chills. And the movie is actually about my dad. And it takes place as a preview from the 80s. So it's like this period of from like 89 to 1994. And so you kind of get to see the background of it. And there were a lot of things that I had forgotten about that happened. And it was really well done. And Will does a fantastic job. And the ladies who played it, they did a fantastic job. I got a chance to know them a little bit. They did amazing too with the tennis. Because you see the tennis movies and you can see they just can't play. But those girls worked hard. You're like, I watched that movie Wimbledon or something.
Yes.
The girl like takes 2 days off to go fall in love. I'm thinking, I didn't get a day off at Wimbledon. I don't want to fall in love actually. But 6 love works for me.
Oh! And you see what I mean? No one would have guessed she had this wit.
We have fun.
Because we don't get to hear tennis players speak so
Well, lately
freely.
I've been a little more wild. Yeah.
Oh, we've seen on Instagram.
Yeah, I just don't care anymore. The real me is coming out. The real me is a nut. Well.
So last question, because we've got to get everybody over to the court.
Oh yeah. I do have practice. You're right. No, is there a match? There's a match at 1
One
o'clock. Yeah.
So how much longer will Venus Williams play?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, clearly I've played more than I'll play in the future. I think we all know that. But I work hard to stay fit. And I'm always improving my game and making changes. I love change. It's kind of a part of my DNA. But my dad also encouraged change. He always try something different. Always try something new. So it's inside of me to do that. So I always welcome that. And I think as long as I'm doing that, I'll always be relevant. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. But I'd love to come back next year.
We need to say more. We need to have this event next year.
We were talking about that, right? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
So everyone, open up those pocketbooks. Next year, we need to commit to it again.
And for the program here too. I know we've talked about it and I never got a chance to see it until now. I heard so many positive things, but I love that. And more in my life right now, I care about giving back and giving more of my time, which is hard to do with my time because I'm always on tour, but I just seeing these kids and seeing them do something positive, I love it. It makes me so happy, and I love having the opportunity to be a small part of it and, more as time goes on.
Well, let me tell you, when you build something like this, there is no small part. Every dollar counts. And so on behalf of the kids, guys, every time you grab that doorknob, you think of Venus Williams because she paid for the doorknobs.
Every time you hit the ace, right? We want aces here.
So Venus is playing tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Tickets are still on sale, so we need a crowd. We are very pro-Venus in this area. So everyone, we encourage you to come back tomorrow at 5 and see Venus and root for her, because she is the reason why tennis looks the way it looks now. She is the reason for Serena's success, right? The first child is always the guinea pig. And then you kind of like smooth the road for your sister. Like, hey, girl, I played hard. You got to do this, this, and this, and this. So, you know, you should get 20% of all her checks that she gets. Right?
That's for sure.
Exactly. And the reason why Sloane is playing and Madison and Coco and Haley Baptiste is all because of you. So I will say that on the men's side, when Roger Federer walks through a room, even Novak and Rafa get out the way. He has this glow about him. And when Venus walks in the room, not just because she's so tall, she walks in and she has this glow. And everybody, the Red Sea parts. So the mystique that you have and what you've given to this game is truly special. And I thank you for welcoming me into an environment that was not welcoming years ago and continue to be my friend. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, guys, so
Thanks, everyone.
you're gonna exit this way and head to the stadium court.